and welcome to this first video lecture of this course on legal research. We are going to approach learning legal research through a fact situation. Understand and remember these facts clearly because we will continue using them throughout this course. There is a copy of these facts in the supplementary materials to this unit, but let's go through them again briefly. Bala and Anushka are a couple who have been attending the same college in Pune. They have been dating for 3 years now and want to get married, but they haven't discussed it yet with their parents. Bala wants to buy Anushka a gold ring as an engagement present. He thinks it's a good idea because it will also help show Anushka's parents how serious he is about her. So they go to a jewelry store in Pune called Ram & Sons to purchase a ring. In the store, they are assisted by Chetan. Bala tells Chetan that Anushka can choose any ring she wants. So she chooses a gold ring that is inlaid with some garnet stones. Now, while Bala wants to purchase the ring, he doesn't have the full 50,000 rupees up front. But Chetan assures him that he can pay in installments. After that, he signs an installment contract in the store. Now, for the purposes of what we are learning today and later in this course, the contract has several important bits that we need to be familiar with. First of all, it describes the ring as being 18 karat solid gold with half a carat of inlaid semi-precious garnet stone. It also names Bala as the person who has the responsibility for making 10 equal monthly installments. And it also states that the contract is not assignable. So they execute the contract and they leave the store with the ring. Anushka wears the ring proudly at college, but when she goes home to tell her parents about her relationship with Bala, sadly, her parents are against the relationship and they forbid her from marrying Bala. Despite the efforts of the couple, the parents don't change their views. And after some time, Anushka tells Bala that she cannot go against the wishes of her parents and that they should break up. Bala tells her that she should keep the ring because it was his gift to her. Now, after some weeks, Anushka takes the ring to a jewelry store near her home to get it cleaned. When she does that, she finds out that the ring is not 18 karat solid gold and that it is simply gold plated. The jeweler at that store tells her that it is worth far lesser than the 50,000 rupees that it was sold for at the jewelry store in Pune. Anushka sends a text message to Bala about this and that she wants to make a claim against the jewelry store, Ram & Sons, on her own without involving Bala. When Bala receives this news, he stops making the monthly installments. At that point, he's only made 4 payments of rupees 5,000 each. So a total of 20,000 rupees has been paid under the installment contract. One other thing in this fact scenario is that when Anushka makes the claim against Ram & Sons, they tell her that they have assigned the contract to a credit company called Line Credit. So that's the scenario that we have put together for you to work through. It doesn't matter if you think you know very little about the areas of law that are covered in this situation. It is okay to react saying, "Oh no, I don't know how I would go about dealing with this problem," because that's exactly what a good course on legal research will help you overcome. You will learn the tools and methods that you can use to approach this and other similar problems. Now, this problem can come to you in several ways. Of course, you could be in law school and this could be a part of a question in an exam, or it could be a topic on which you need to do a research project, or you could be a lawyer and one of the parties involved in the situation would have approached you to represent them. The important thing you need to keep in mind is that regardless of how this problem came to you, you need to perform the same kind of analysis on it to find out the issues that need to be researched. And this, as we have emphasized in the reading material, is a very important step. Analysis of such a fact situation involves asking a set of questions. The first of those questions is about the general area of law involved. What are the general areas of law involved in this problem? Now, once you've thought about it a bit, you might feel that there are two general areas involved. The first is consumer protection law, and the other is contract law. The second question is what kind of relief is sought. While the fact scenario that I have outlined does not tell us anything, we can quite easily consider what the parties in the scenario might be after. Anushka might want a new ring, or she might want the balance of the value between the ring that she has and the ring that she thought she was being gifted. Bala might want to be relieved from the contract, that is, he might want to end his obligation to continue making payments in installments. He might also want the difference in value between the ring that he has and the ring he thought he purchased. Finally, we can also look at what line credit may be after. We need to look at whether they have any relief against Ram & Sons for assigning the contract in an improper manner. Perhaps they may also be after some relief from Bala because he has stopped making the payments under the contract. The next question we need to ask about the facts before us is, where are we in terms of legal proceedings? Basically, at what stage of legal proceedings are we at right now? Again, the facts don't inform us completely. We know that we are at an early stage, and probably the only thing that's really happened is that Anushka has approached Ram & Sons and she's made some efforts to make a claim against them. It's certainly not a situation where the case has, for example, already been heard and is on appeal. The next question is about jurisdiction. What is the relevant jurisdiction for this problem? Now, the facts have happened in India, in Pune, which is a city in the state of Maharashtra. So we could ask ourselves whether there are any local laws applicable to this problem. If the general areas of law are consumer protection and contract law, we know that the law is the same across India. The next question we need to ask ourselves is, what are the legal questions involved? Now, especially if you are unfamiliar with the areas of consumer protection law and contract law, you may not be sure about how to go about listing these questions. Even if you are unfamiliar with an area of law, it is quite useful to reflect on this question before you begin your research, or before doing any general reading on the broad areas. I am going to list down some of these issues. Why don't you pause the video here and reflect on some of the issues that may arise from this set of facts. Don't feel constrained by any unfamiliarity with the areas of law that we have identified previously. Just make a list, and then when we come back, we can compare notes. Welcome back. My list of issues was in no particular order. 1. Who are parties to contract? 2. Can Anushka take legal action independent of Bala? 3. Did Ram & Sons act properly in assigning the contract to line credit? 4. Is Bala in breach of the contract if he stops paying the installments? And finally, 5. Does Bala have any claim against Ram & Sons or line credit? Were your issues substantially different from mine? If they were, ask a question on the forum so we can all discuss them and learn together. To recap, we learned about how to analyze a problem using a set of questions. You have to think about the general areas of law, the relief that each party is likely to seek, the stage at which the legal proceedings are, the relevant jurisdictions, and the issues that arise from the problem. In the next unit, we're going to continue with this problem and move further with our research into this problem. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.